color to turn it different. Look, look, look.
Yeah, please don't slam the door like that, dude. Daniel.
Look. Right here.
Yes, we'll be here. Let's check you real quick.
Very church. Look. Right there, church.
Yes. Yes.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Jets. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Duggan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. On 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. An audible here to get a new look. Hardman on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Down.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Hall again on 2nd down. And not much running room. down to the 32. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
On third down, here's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Duggan will look to throw this. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, right back to Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Bootlegging out here, Ritter. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hall ought to give up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ritter now. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And a stoppage here, we're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Raiders.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing, Duggan. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Duggan looking to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On first down, Ritter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Hall again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
A 40-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On the set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are once again back in front. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion right, that's Hardman. Ritter back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Moore, the motion man. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Ritter to throw it. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. They run it with Hall off the option. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Hey, Brad.
Hall again on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ritter throwing on third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Raiders swarm in and block it. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it one step and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Raiders take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
22 needle. Ready?
They'll start on the ground. Hall. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Fight. 97. Yellow.
Back to throw, Ritter. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. They're going right back to Pittman. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9. Ritter. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. DeForest Buckner collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ritter. Under pressure, they got him again. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's the Jets punter now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Duggan now to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Duggan to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Duggan. This will be caught. Judy. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dugan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll look to throw.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Option play, here's Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And the Raiders have got him. It'll go as a loss of